Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
This is Hot 702.5.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
All right. Why do I keep on messing this screen up? Jesus. Be a fence. Okay. Be a whole fence. We are live. You guys are tuned into the Shady Ass Tea right now. I am fine ass Carrice, and I'm here with my cousin host, Sir. How you feeling? What you drinking on?
I am drinking on, hold on, what is this? It's called Freaksonet.
Freaksonet?
Wait. Like this gotta do like the YouTube? Like that?
Just
like
do it
that?
like, yeah.
Yeah, it's Cordon Negro Cava. It's delicious though. Come in a cute ass black bottle. And so the only reason I bought it because I thought the bottle was cute, but it's really
But it's good. It was a win.
It was a win.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Shout out to winning wine, okay? Because I definitely like some flavorful, like sweet, wine. That's my preference. White. Mm-hmm. Red is okay with steak, and I don't really eat that much steak. You know what I mean?
I do. I like white wine. I think I probably like white wine for a number of reasons. But
like what? Like what? Tell us.
Okay.
What's the reasons?
I like white wine because as a kid, I thought white wine was fancy. I was like, oh, people who drink white wine, they, fancy. And, that's because red wine was like, the kind of wine that you throw in people's faces, and it was kind of trashy and like spilled on the carpet. Like white wine was close to champagne. I'm like, okay, you drink champagne, you're classy. You're an elegant lady. And that was like always my goal, to be an elegant white woman, and like Kanye West.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I like white wine.
Did you see the clip of the little girl, and she was like, her mom was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she was like, I want to be a strong black woman.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody that wants to be a strong black woman. It's work, child. You listen. Yeah, everybody can't be a strong black woman, but we sure try. Even us strong black women, we still trying to.
So my daughter's trying to be a strong black woman, and she's trying to tell me not to make her brother open the door for her.
What?
She told me today that she's a strong black woman and that she does not need her brother to open the door for her, and that sometimes she wants to open the door for him. And I'm like, that's fine, but he is going to open the door for you when you're.
And what'd she say?
She was like, she took it like I thought that women are weaker than men, and that's why I'm asking him to open the door for her, because I think she's weak. And I'm like, no, that's not it at all. It's actually the opposite. You said if you're a queen, you should be opening your own doors. And she says, no. Okay, well, if that's it.
Well, hopefully she lets everybody open their own door, or open her door at least for her. Shout out to men who open the door, child, because y'all winning, okay? And y'all got
Shout
winners,
right?
Y'all engaged to winners and stuff.
Come on, engaged to winners.
You know what I mean? Like, It just is what it is,
Oh,
child.
you better be head over heels in love.
Man, listen. Shout out to love. Shout out to Black love. You know,
Hmm.
it's a lot going on out here in these streets. I don't know if it's Black love, non-monogamous love. I don't know what the hell going on. We'll talk about that a little bit later. In
Right.
the meantime, in between time, we have been talking about every week we've been talking about this guy. But
Hmm.
as we do each and every Tuesday, we deliver the shady ass tea. Sir, what is the tea, child?
Somebody told me today, a very credible source told me that Elon Musk has changed is changing the character count on Twitter.
So what
Is
is
that
the
right?
character count right now currently is like 280, right?
Is it
So we
280? I
all
thought it was
know that you
128.
can't. It's 280.
They've raised.
Okay,
Okay, that's how
because I
much.
guess it had been raised already
Yeah.
at one point. So
Hmm.
this is the thing though. So I guess on Sunday he was on a Twitter user asked Elon if it's true that the company had planned to increase the characters from from
Hmm.
280 to 4,000, and he
Okay.
responded yes.
Fourth.
Now, I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of Twitter. We might as well just get back on Facebook.
There we go. Because I literally just read a Facebook post that was about. I just got done reading it when I started reading it last week, and I just got done reading it today.
I feel like he is making like I don't know, really ridiculous changes. Like every week is something. Every week we're reporting on something that he's doing, and I'm like, Elon, like let these
He's
people be
doing
great for a second. He like, nah, we going in here and shake it up real fast.
4,000 characters on Twitter. That's not even Twitter anymore. That's
Listen,
my
all I
shit.
know is if I see one of y'all out here with a Twitter blue check and y'all paying $8 a month for it,
For the blue check.
unfriend me. Okay,
Mm.
they're paying $8 per month to
Have a
have
blue check.
a blue check on their Twitter.
I don't need a blue check
I mean, just get earn the accolades to get a blue check.
yeah.
I'm not paying
What
eight
does it take to get a
dollars.
blue check?
You just have to have some articles about you. You have to, like when people search you, you have to like pop. Certain things have to pop right up.
Mhm.
You have to have some sort of celebrity attached to some sort of celebrity somehow. My Instagram should have been verified. I don't know what the hell going on, but I'm what
It's because you black.
clearly
Because you black and it's because you proud.
it is. I'm hella black, hella proud, and yeah, that's the word on that. Elon said he changing it to 4,000 characters, child. So y'all just go back to Facebook, leave Twitter alone.
Mm. I I don't. You know what? On Facebook,
Oh,
I be in
speak.
them. I
Go
be in them
ahead.
groups.
What?
I be in the Facebook groups,
What
child.
you be in a group talking about?
I don't really be talking about nothing. I just be in there lurking, seeing what other people is talking about, and trying to see if see what kind of troll I'm gonna get into. So I watch and see what the people doing on the weekend. I'm like, they going to get in trouble over there, so I'm gonna go over there and get in trouble. But I don't ever post anything. I don't want anybody to say nothing to me. But then when I see them things that say we're gonna remove inactive members if you don't like this post, I'm like, oh, you ever see
Then
those?
you like it? Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
Then I just remove myself because I'm like,
you,
oh, okay, because I ain't gonna be able. I'm only in my own Facebook group. I'm like part of groups, but I'm like
mhm,
really only in my own Facebook group.
mhm,
But if it has anything to do with like I have to engage in a conversation and then
mhm. Yeah,
debate, like I'm out. I'm
yeah.
good.
I don't be wanting to talk to people, argue with people on the internet. I'm not gonna do that with you. So you
Yes,
okay?
and you know what? Sometimes I reply to trolls,
Uh
and
huh.
sometimes trolls get on the internet. You know what I mean? But I just want y'all to like. I'm really concerned because I have a question. Like,
Okay.
was this like trolling or not? Because I don't know if you guys have heard about the nurses who were they were at work and they were just kind of going over like things that happen at work.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out like if this was a thing or should they be mad? Were they trolling? Like, you tell me. What's your thoughts?
Ick is when you come in for your induction talking about, can I take a shower and eat? My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs, and it's still dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push the call light, but every 5 minutes, your
Excuse
family
me?
member coming
Excuse
at the
me?
front
Excuse me, can I
desk
have some water?
asking for something
Excuse me, can I
else.
have a blanket?
Another ick when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh no.
Ick.
Say that. It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me. My
Okay, let me
Trolling or
say this.
not? Okay.
Let me just say this about that. Almost everything they said in that video, I have done, other than asking for a paternity test. And what was another one that they going back and forth to the baby mama's rooms. Those are the only two things on that list of things that people do that I have not done to the nurses at a hospital when when my wife was having the baby. I definitely, can I get some ice? Can we, when we got came to get induced? Can we take a shower and get something to eat? Like we have 100% done all those things. If they got fired for telling the truth, that is ridiculous.
I mean, I'm sure that it had to do with like morality clauses, like in their code of conduct or something. But I don't really think that they didn't say the patient's names. Like they
They
didn't
didn't say
like it was
anybody's
no
name in it.
confidentiality. Like this is stuff that they could say off
Right,
off time. But maybe it was because they
right.
did it during business hours that made it like wild.
Man, listen, nurses have a hard job. I make sure of it every time I go to the hospital. I'm
Not you making sure that they have a hard job though.
So I know nurses are like they're like angels on earth. They're like teachers, right? Because I be driving the nurses crazy at the hospital. And so if this is the worst thing they can come up with to say about the people at the hospital, because I remember one time I got into it with a nurse. It was my son when my son was born. I kept turning the machines off. And the lady was like, she would come in and turn them back on, and I'm getting into an argument with the nurse about the amount of medicine that is in in my wife's bloodstream, and I've researched this. Like I'm talking to her like I'm the doctor, and she ain't went to school for this, and she don't know what you know what I'm saying. I'm in there going, oh, turning the machines off, calling the doctor's personal cell phone, acting a fool.
Aretha
So
says they hear this all day long. They should not have posted it because they were at work. Tavon Greatness, he also says, yeah, they shouldn't have done this while at work. I think that's the problem. And,
mhm.
like people went
What
to
else you gonna complain?
they
They
commented
always
on the
at work.
post. They commented on the post and they were like, hey, this isn't like this is so disgusting. We can't believe they did this. It's not even that. It's like if they were sitting in their car on an off day and they said the same things without releasing any like patient information, like I don't think they would have gotten in trouble.
Man, nurses is always at work though.
I mean, I feel it. I feel it.
They either at work or at they sorry baby daddy house. Those are the only two places that nurses be.
Not they sorry, baby daddy. You talking about CNAs? Wes said it's called work avoidance.
Oh man, everybody work avoiding.
Yeah,
Everybody's
all of it's
avoiding work.
true. Aretha says all of it's true, but just not while at work. Wes says that it's a
Terminable offense.
terminable offense.
Get out of town.
Does anybody
Listen,
know this by you know first-hand accounts or anything?
you
No.
ever been fired?
I got myself fired the last job I had. I
What
got
did you get
fired on purpose.
unemployment?
I just stopped doing stuff, and it took like they have to 3 months because I had already planned to become an entrepreneur, but I needed them to fire me so I could keep benefits, and so yeah, I planned it out. I planned it out pretty good as a matter of fact.
Okay.
They had to give me I think it was $46,000 in December, and January 31st, I was
You
out
was
of there.
out. There you go. I've been okay. I got okay. So one time I got fired. I've been fired a couple times. One time I got fired um, because I did a no call no show because I did an interview at another job, and I thought I was gonna get hired that same day, and I didn't.
Mm-mm.
And so I did a no call, no show. So I got fired from the job I was on. I
And
was
didn't get
young.
hired at the other job.
No, I got hired at the other job, but I couldn't pass the drug test, so I ended up with no job.
Child, this is not it. The tea is
So,
hot.
yeah, so then I got fired again at a different job because I wasn't doing anything. They was like, if you don't do something by this day, you're gonna get fired. And I was like, I just didn't do anything. And the date came, and they was like, you're fired.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that there was like a progression. Like I had never been in trouble or anything. I was always an excellent performer and all of those things. And I had just realized like I remember I was in Kansas City and I got paid and it was like $20,000. And I think it was like 15,000. And I was like, why they pay me so much? And I just started thinking like, yo, if they pay me this much, and that wasn't even salary, that was just like a check, that was like an extra check for the month or whatever, and I got those every month. And I was like, yo, if they paying me this much, like how much are they making off of me?
Right.
And I had told myself after that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for myself. And I just stopped doing stuff so that I knew that there was a plan. Like there's like a 3.5 months that they had to, they got to write you up for the first offense, second, third. And so by the time, and then they owed me money. So by the time December came, I knew they was going to have to give me my money. January, December, HR is off. So
HR is off in December.
Off, okay. HR closed down December. So January, I knew. I was like, all right, cool. So I had already transitioned myself. But listen, y'all just don't do stuff at work. If you go talk about your patients, your customers, don't say their names and just do it in the car after work.
I don't know. I don't think that should maybe suspended, but like completely losing your ability to.
I mean, unless they had done it before. But that's I think that like a final warning. That should have been sufficient.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm like, hey, don't do this again. If you do this again, it's a wrap.
I think it's because it went viral.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have gone viral, then they probably could have gave him a final and been like, all right, we cool. Right. But then it went viral and they was like, Right. So yeah. So that's the word. MJ said he did a Kanye move. I did technically. So I was Kanye before Kanye was Kanye. Shout out to Q Mecca. He says, hey, boss lady, how y'all doing? We doing all right. We over here spilling a shady ass tea.
He didn't say y'all. He said you.
He said, how y'all doing?
Oh, he said y'all. He said, boss lady, how y'all do? He talking to you. He ain't talking to me.
Wesley says, that's why I got fired from AT&T. Everybody spill y'all tea. What job did you get fired from? Drop it in the comment section, okay?
How did you get fired?
And he said the video went viral. Well, I need to know what the video was. You know what? Wait. Call in 702-551-5261. 702-551-5261.
Yo. Okay.
MJ said, "Don't mess your money up without a plan." And you know what, MJ? First of all, I'm really not here for like. I'm quitting.
My plan up without a money. I messed my money up without a plan.
Plenty of times. Plenty of time. Fuck a plan. Like fuck a plan. Okay, you know what? I'm out. I don't like y'all mofo's no more. I can't come back here. Okay, I don't care what job I got. I sell ass before I come back to this mofo.
I will quit. I used to quit jobs. I called one place. I said, hey, look, I ain't coming in today or ever again. And he said, what? I said, I'm never coming back to that motherfucking place again. He said, why are you not doing that? Enjoy the rest of your day. That's just
Listen. And shout out to my my supervisor who on my last day, which I don't even think did he know that I was being strategic or I don't think he knew that I was being strategic. I think he thought I was just being. He knew
because I know
because he says, do you need me to help you get another job? I said, I will never work for anyone in a full-time capacity ever again in my entire life. And I just dipped. I just turned around and walked out the office forever. It was so dramatic. It was the dramatics. Okay, it was like
The next job I quit will be the last job I quit. I wanted to be like so dramatic. I wanted to be as I wanted to be more dramatic than fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. He's cool. Fuck you. Like I wanted to be legendary. Like I want to quit a job. I want to be in a company
MJ
wide
said,
meeting.
"E, you had a plan of becoming an entrepreneur." That's not technically a plan. Like people were
Mm-mm.
like, "Don't quit your job before you have another job." Like I
Right.
basically was selling ass. Okay, it was I was cold in my
Basically
drawers
or actually.
outside. Oh no, basically not actually. Basically, I just put my ass out here, in the cold, trying to figure
Mm,
out if I was gonna be able to get some suitors or not. Okay, that's
come
just how
on,
that
Suitors.
went. Um, Nora Karma says that I guess West did a spin move on the sales floor, and that's what went viral. So
Ben.
yeah, I don't really know if I can technically sell ass if like shit hit the fan, but
Okay, so look, I was in a Lyft the other day, and the Lyft driver was like, "Yo, I be going to Costa Rica just to buy ass. I go to Colombia just to buy ass." And I'm like, "Word?" Like, "Yeah, word." I'm like, "I heard the Dominican Republic is where you should go buy ass." And he was like, so we were trading stories on like where to properly purchase
buy
professionals.
ass, huh?
Yeah, where to properly purchase professionals. And I was thinking, selling ass is it's come a long way. You know, it
Oh
used
my
to be like this
goodness.
thing that you'd be ashamed of doing. I was like, hey, I subscribe to
Real
this person's
real quick
OnlyFans.
on entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
And Aretha says you put in more hours for yourself than any 8 hour. I
I'm talking
do
about
not.
entrepreneurship.
I do not. Okay. And
I'm
I
talking
do
about
not
entrepreneurship.
work more than I do than I did for the man. And that's strategic because now that I can rest more, I can be more
Hmm.
strategic more quickly. So
Hmm.
I could be more strategic and come up with more plans and profits in a shorter amount of time. I do not recommend entrepreneurs work all day and all night and team no sleep, all of that. No, man, I get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day.
Hmm.
So that's
So like,
that's my little spill on that.
I think that people who do OnlyFans are entrepreneurs.
I agree.
I think that if I was doing OnlyFans, what would I show on my OnlyFans? I think about that all the time. What would I show on my OnlyFans? Would I show just feet? Would I show me like squishing fruit? Would I show my butthole?
Butthole it is.
And so,
Which one do you think will make more money?
it depends on the audience I'm trying to grasp. But
Okay, what if you were a straight cis man, allegedly?
straight
You're
presenting cis men.
straight presenting cis man, and you show
Hmm.
your booty hole.
Is
What's
he
going
straight
on?
presenting though? Does he present straight?
Yes,
Does he?
yeah. I mean, I don't follow his OnlyFans or nothing.
I'm just saying when you see him, like if you saw a picture of him and you didn't know who he was, you had never seen him before, you would go, "That's a straight man." That's what I'm.
Y'all
That's what
tell
I'm.
y'all
That's what I'm.
tell us because
That's what I'm asking. Like, would
maybe
you?
I'm
Would
tripping.
so we see we speak in a second language, but go ahead. We gonna okay. Go ahead.
It was his hat said something like I was trapping.
Trapping. Oh
Maybe he was thirst trapping.
man, listen. I haven't seen the booty hole. So Lil Fizz booty holes on the internet. That's a booty hole, girl. That's a booty hole. He on the internet showing his booty hole. Apparently it looks very ran through. But I
Uh,
will say this. I will say this. Hold on before we judge this man's asshole, okay? Because he put it on the internet to be judged. Lil, what's the one that talks about the Rasby? He said that Lil Fizz was the power bottom even back then. He was the
Lil
first one
Fizz
to
be
do that.
spilling all the tea, and I believe every part of the tea that he spills.
Was Rasby?
Raz B.
Yeah, he said
He
that
sang
Lil
the
Fizz.
national anthem the other day. It sounded terrible, but people were like, "Oh my gosh, your voice sounds so amazing."
The national anthem for what?
I don't know, child. It was something.
What game? I'm gonna sing the national anthem somewhere. Somebody
Sign you
book
up.
me.
Start it. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Me. Go ahead. See,
How it go?
you're canceled already.
How does it go? Oh, say,
It
can
it
you do?
goes, it goes, oh, something, get all the slaves because we gonna
It
whoop
doesn't say anything
you.
about slavery.
Yes, it does. That's why
Not
do
in
you
not
think
in the not in the version that Whitney
it's
Houston
it's
sings.
one it's one version. It's just the second verse.
Well, she only sings the verse without slavery.
It, listen, first of all,
It's
we all know that
like
Whitney who
not
sang it Whitney sang it the best.
like not teaching critical race theory. We just talk about the good parts. Okay,
Child.
that's it. Doggy mama be selling oils on the west. Okay.
Back to what we talking about.
I just can't even.
Lil Fizz's booty hole looked a little bit of run through, allegedly. So this is the thing about OnlyFans is that you can do a screen record, I guess, and then that's how the things go viral, and that's not fair.
It isn't
Like,
because if I'm charging for my content, the fuck you can do screen record my butthole without my permission. Got this illegal
and then
butthole
post it on
internet.
Twitter.
Yeah, you got this stolen butthole. So not only have I been
Not the
molested
butthole
earlier,
being stolen,
I
child.
gotta sell my butthole on the internet, but I can't even sell my butthole in peace. Somebody is pirating my butthole, like literally pirate booty on the internet because y'all want to see my butthole for free.
Bump.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. All I'm saying.
At least didn't have no bump
Okay,
on.
and then who do you think he was targeting with opening his butthole? Because I'm just thinking to myself, I'm sorry, y'all can drop it if you want to. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, what is in your search? What do you search for when you go to Pornhub or whatever? Xtube, Xtube. Are you searching butthole? Straight women. What are you searching? Men's buttholes.
Maybe she's searching pegging. Maybe she's searching prostate.
But and that comes up that if I'm searching pegging, I'm not really wanting to look at the man's butthole. Okay. I'm just looking at strategies.
Okay, so hold on.
I'm looking at strategies here, not buttholes in itself.
You're pegging the guy. You've consented. All the NDAs have signed. The tripod set up. You're like, okay, we're getting ready to peg, right? You're not gonna open the cheeks and look at the hole.
No.
Why?
I'm just gonna put the thing and feel around for it.
That's how I know you don't have a penis. Okay. You're supposed to open it up and look at what you're about to put your dick in. Okay. You gotta look at it first.
Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Jeez.
You gotta open it up and see it, touch it a little bit, slap it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do, treat. You gotta knock before you enter. You can't just.
This is my sentiment exactly, Nora Karma. That's the same.
Can't just ramming dick in the asshole. That's not how it goes.
I mean, I guess you gotta ease it in or moisture it up or something.
Right. That's with any hole you're putting anything in. You don't just go in dry.
I wasn't saying that. I said I was just to go feel it. Never mind. This is too much information.
I'm just saying. That's why I know you don't have a penis. You don't just be feeling around.
First of all, Wes said, I love looking at women's assholes.
Oh, we have to gender the assholes. Why are the assholes now gendered? They're just assholes.
No, they're not. It definitely is attached to a gender. Never have I ever looked up a dude's asshole.
Have you ever gotten a dude's asshole in the picture?
In a picture?
Yeah,
ass or his
asshole?
No, never.
You never requested an asshole pic to see how sexy the person was?
No, I didn't. If I ever request a picture, typically, and especially if I want to make sure it's real, I get a $1 bill, hold it up next to the meat. We can see how many inches it is based off of that, and go from there. And you just switch up the dollars, so the $20, $5. Get a $20 bill to put it next to the meat, and that way you can see.
That's a good one because you also know he has a $20 bill. Because if he's not able to get a $20 bill, you don't want to fuck him anyway. Because why don't you have a $20 bill?
Oh my goodness,
Why don't you have
child.
access to that? You
Well, long story short, Lil Fizz out here, his butthole now all on the internet, and I think that he was trying to target a different audience, but that's just me.
so your butthole gets leaked on the internet. You're,
My
you know, I'm
butthole,
just
or if
saying.
I was a dude.
No. Your butthole. So you are, you're fine ass Carrice. Everything's blowing up. You're winning Grammys and Oscars and all kinds of things, and all of a sudden,
My
your
butthole just
butthole,
out here in
your
the streets.
butthole gets released on the internet. What do
I'm
you do?
trying to figure out who. I'm trying to figure out who took a picture of my butthole. That's what I'm trying to figure out, and then I'm gonna run back to the non-disclosures. flip through
Is
the
not releasing butthole in your non-disclosure.
Yes, anything to do with
Not releasing,
photos.
not releasing
Anything to
butthole
do
in your
with
non-disclosure.
sexual photos
Okay.
and compromising.
What if it's medical?
Then it's a breach of patient.
Yeah, HIPAA.
Yes. Goodness gracious.
So, so stand on the butt train. So this guy out here in Houston just got sentenced to 82 years in prison because he and another woman jumped, beat, and sexually assaulted another man in a bar in Pearland out here last February 2021.
86 years.
82.
Oh, 82.
82 years. I mean, what's the difference between 82 and 86? 4. Like you might as well stay another 4 years if if you're there for 82. You get sentenced to 82 years in prison. So they say, hey, 82. You are sentenced to 82 years. How do you react?
Off with my head when I get back to the when I get back to the cell. I'm writing the letters and tying my sheets up.
You're not gonna try to even do
Hell
that.
no! I'm gonna be a coward like a mofo. I ain't got time for these shenanigans.
I don't. I might not try.
I guess it would depend on what I did too. Like if I had to off somebody because they did something to my sister, my nephews, and I'm just supposed to be there. Okay, I'm gonna do my time and call it a day.
Right.
But I don't know. I guess that like what they are doing, what they did, they would probably be. I don't know. That's wild.
They sentenced me.
I would expect for them to serve the time, but if I got time, like if I got 82 years for offing somebody for messing with my family members, man, it's a wrap, dog. Like, I can do 20.
Years,
I can do 20.
You think you can do 20 in prison?
I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try.
He said, "I don't think."
Pray for me, because
I don't think I really can, but maybe. If they sentence me to 20 years in prison or 82 years in prison, I would like, Judge, fuck you. You know I'm gonna be dead by then, you stupid mother. Like I would. I mean, because what's the worst they could do? More conversation on that butthole to the judge.
Goodness gracious.
I would listen. You gotta show your butthole before the verdict comes down. Okay, you gotta have an impact on the verdict. You can't like have them overturn it. You gotta be like, oh, innocent. you got to put it on the book and say innocent. One thing he's guilty of.
I think it's based off of, so MJ says why 82 years, just say the life sentence without the possibility of parole, but I think it probably has to do with they have several counts.
That's usually, yeah. So it was like assault with a deadly weapon, sexual assault, all of it together.
Yeah. So a total of that many years.
They shoved a bar stool up the man's rum shaker.
Yeah. So, did they drug him?
No. So there's video, but I'm not interested in watching somebody get assaulted on video. Yeah. But yeah, they jumped him. They left. They got into an argument. They left the bar. The man and the woman came back 10 minutes later and just stomped him out. He was there with his friends, which not really his friends, because if anywhere I've ever been with my friends, if I'm somewhere and I get into a fight, everybody I'm with get into a fight. Like
I'm not getting into a fight, sir. If me and you
gonna shoot something?
No, because if we in the club,
So you telling me we in the club?
Wait, hold on.
on.
Wait, I got my gun in. I got my gun in the club.
You got your gun in the club. Why wouldn't we be VIP?
Okay, I got my gun in the club. So you over here talking shit, stuff pop off. Because that's exactly how it's gonna go.
The assumption is that I started the mess.
Clearly.
Absolutely not. I've never started a fight in my
entire life. So somebody else starts to mess with you. Y'all, it's a little pushing and shoving. Shit go down. Pop, pop. We out of here. I'm not shooting anyone. But I don't even want to shoot. I can't even shoot in the air. It's illegal.
So even still, you have a plan that in the event that I'm getting into an altercation, you're not going to just be like, oh, damn, I'm getting his ass kicked. Like, if I'm getting jumped at the bar, these niggas are stomping me. I'm
definitely grabbing some bottles.
Yeah, I'm sleep. Like, the man got knocked out. And so, like, his friends were just like, we didn't know what to do. Fight?
His friends need to be in jail, too. Speaking of that, this is like the situation with old girl that went to Shaquilla. Yeah, exactly. Went to Cabo. Her friends watching her.
I'm not going nowhere with nobody that I think is a hoe. That if we get into a fight, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I ain't." I ask people when I meet them, when's the last time you got in a fight? Because you might have to hanging out with me. You might have to get in a fight. When's the last time you got in a fight? No, I don't. I don't. I'm just joking. Yeah, when's the last time you got in a fight? Something you got altercation.
See, what happened was one night I went to.
Go ahead.
I went out to eat some New Orleans style food, and then I had a couple of hurricanes. And I don't drink dark liquor.
Okay.
And then we went up to the foundation room. Okay. And the person I was with was attempting to sit on a stool, and this dude comes and pushed her off the stool, and somehow my body grabbed a bottle and was about to bust him in the head with it, and the security came and grabbed me real fast.
Mm-hmm. Was this?
And that was all.
When was this?
I don't know. It was quite some time ago.
Okay.
We were past the statute.
Yeah, limitations. Okay. The last physical altercation I got into was Saturday.
Oh, sir, why?
Well, I was at work, and so I had to get into a physical altercation because the person wasn't trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice. They weren't trying to be nice, and so I had to get into an altercation.
But did they shoot at your feet and tell you dance, bitch? So,
they did not. They did not.
Well, we know who did.
We do.
Okay, and it seems like it's facts, okay, because those of you who have been living under a rock, Megan Thee Stallion has testified in the Tory Lanez shooting trial, which has been going on since the beginning of this week. Megan Thee Stallion she was in court today, and she said that the rapper took to the stand and said that there was like it looked like this situation started at Kylie's house.
It probably, so when it first started, we was like, yo, I said, this is what happened. They was at the house. They got into it at the house. She was like, nah, fuck that shit. We leaving. And so bitch, get your shit. We getting the fuck out of here. Like, it was that shit, right? They in the car. They going back and forth. He talking shit. He calling her a big old country bitch. She calling him a little bitty Canadian nigga. They going back and forth. Right? They get pulled over. They pull over. They talking shit. He starts shooting when she get out of the car. So we talked about that, but I really think that's really legitimately what happened.
So she says that Tori and Kelsey were fighting in the car, and yeah, she said Tori and okay, this is the claim. Meg claims that her ex-best friend Kelsey Nicole Harris and Tori started to fight while they were in the car, prompting her to get out of the vehicle. Then she began to walk. She allegedly heard Tori say, "Dance, bitch," with the gun pointing at her before getting shot. Meg said that she began to go into shock. She then claimed Tori said to her as sirens approached, "Don't say anything and I'll give you $1 million." How you gonna tell another millionaire you gonna give them $1 million? Like,
he's gonna give you $1 million. Okay, so
and he allegedly told her that he was on probation, which is why she didn't want him to say anything. So that's the word on that. Go ahead.
You're a millionaire. Another millionaire says, "Hey, don't tell anybody. I'll give you $1 million."
I need 10, and it depends on what it is. I'm not telling.
I don't tell him I shot you. $10 million.
I need 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
A million is not gonna help me.
So 12.5.
Nah.
12.5.
You shot me. You shot me in my feet.
I shot you in your feet, both feet.
I'm gonna need. I need 10. I need 10 per feet. 10 per foot.
$20 million, and you'll be quiet.
I mean, it's not that I'll be quiet. It's just, I just wouldn't. I don't recall. There's no recollection.
There's no.
I was in shock. I went in complete shock. I lost my memory.
Right.
Wire the money.
Who's shooting? I never saw a shot. I don't know.
I just heard something, and then I just lost all feeling. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
Wire the money.
You know what? It wouldn't. I'm cheaper than that. It wouldn't take me $20 million.
I believe you. Just trust me. Know that you can't spend $1 million in just a couple months, child. You can spend it in a day.
I could spend it. $1 million. I wouldn't do it for $1 million, but it wouldn't have to be all the way to 10 to 20.
Just
million.
5 is good for you. You like, I'll be quiet.
7.5.
Oh my goodness.
3.75 per foot.
I mean, I hear a lot of people on social media talking about Megan's lying. She's doing this. She's doing that. Me? You initially did say that. Initially did say that. I just feel like the people that she has around her, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, will not allow her to lie, because it's gonna put that in that particular situation. Okay. Because it's gonna put her reputation in a bad light. So at this point, just withhold the information.
Right. Don't let everybody else talk.
Let them talk, and we gonna handle it on the other end. And then Lil Man is out here really.
Come on, Lil Man.
Oh, listen. Right. Exactly. So yeah, and Kelsey, I guess, is gonna be testifying for Megan.
On her behalf.
Yeah, for the prosecution. So that's interesting.
Prosecution.
Kelsey, girl, call us up. We your old friends from Houston.
Come on, old friends.
Call us up, girl. You got my number.
Call me.
We need the details after this. So I don't know. I think Megan been telling the truth this whole time. I don't think she had to say much more. I think it's unfortunate that people have been torturing her. One thing that she did say, though, is, so I guess she said that she wished that Tory would have just killed her so that she wouldn't have to go through all of this.
Yeah.
And at first, sir, when we did our meeting before this, sir go say, that's dramatic.
Okay, dramatic. So first of all, I didn't realize that anything that we say in those meetings was on the record at all.
that was on the record. so dramatic.
Now that I know dramatic. That, I will never say anything.
So was it dramatics that she said that or not? I'm saying, you know what? This girl been getting harassed since the beginning of COVID lockdown. Okay. It's 2020. It was about to be 2023. She's been getting harassed since the beginning of COVID lockdown. People are like, man, she lying. She a lie. She lying on Tory. And she out here sleeping with everyone. They are just doing her dirty. And she been going through it. She like, listen, you have to listen to the internet. The internet is how people maintain their notoriety, leak new music and all of these things. So she can't even be on the internet these days because people are trolling her wherever she goes.
That's true. She fine.
That's tough. She's so fine without. I wish she would just not wear makeup, but I understand why she wears makeup, so I don't care that she wears makeup. But she's so fine without her makeup on.
I'm just saying, like you can be like, oh, it's been really hard for her, but she's still Meg the fucking Stallion. Like, I mean, even through all of that, she's still like. I mean,
You have to basically go in hiding.
She still got the money she got. She still got the nigga she got. I'm just saying, like, she's not really losing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She's not losing, but her mental health may be, you know, severely impacted.
I would agree that her mental health has been somewhat impacted. I don't know if I would say.
And then she got people on the internet saying stuff like this.
Is her toes still crusty or did? Okay, so I don't know that her toes. I don't know to be for a fact about anything about her toes. I know that she looks amazing.
I know she's fine and she still be twerking.
Right, and all the clothes she puts on, she looks amazing.
All of them, child.
All of it, everything she put, I'd be like, okay, all right.
All right, Tori did it. Tori did it.
Yeah,
he did it. You twerking? Okay, yeah, he did, girl.
Yeah, he did it.
Right,
he did it, 100%.
So I'm gonna send healing energy to everybody involved in that situation with Meg, whether it be Megan, Kelsey,
Tori.
or the defense and prosecution teams.
But what about to Tori specifically?
I said what I said.
Because I feel like you should send healing energy to Tori as well, because
I'm gonna send him. I want his throat chakra to open up to tell the truth.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to say something else.
Child, the internet is wild. Speaking of people trolling and doing things, speaking of things, people trolling, doing things on the internet. Mm-hmm. Now, we've been talking about Nick Cannon. He got 12 babies, 12 kids now. How many kids this man got? 12? 12 and what, 8 baby mamas? Something
like that.
I saw another meme. I saw another meme. It said, what's his name? Dang, I can't remember this dude's name. He's a comedian. Said he has 10 kids and 5 baby mamas. Diddy out here, child.
Hey.
Diddy said he got a new baby. Baby is 2 months old. And he surprised everyone this past week when he revealed that he was welcoming a new daughter, Love Sean Combs, into the world. So no one knew that he was
baby mama.
Hell yeah, sign me up. Sorry, babe. Sign us up.
Okay. Diddy's baby mama. We are Diddy baby mama.
We are. me and you, babe. We are Diddy's baby mamas.
That's what the name of the new business. Diddy's.
So he announced that we didn't even know he was expecting a baby, child. He even out here with Carrice, aka Young Miami, and everything's cool. Right. We obviously know that he said before that he's non-monogamous. He says before that he's single. But he's just, he out here living life. You know what I mean? So the birth certificate says that the kid was born October 15th in Newport Beach. And that the father is Sean and the mother's name is Dana Tran. She is a cybersecurity specialist and goes by Dana T on social media for those of you who want to look her up. She's pretty fine. She's pretty fine. The nature of their romantic relationship is unclear. But Diddy has, mostly publicly been with Young Miami. So
I mean, maybe they had a night together. He, Tran, Miami, a night in Miami, and and she got pregnant.
You ain't right, child.
What? What did I say?
So the word on the street is, in the social media streets, is that she was married, and her baby daddy left her. Baby daddy, her husband left her today.
Today, or did he already leave her?
Yesterday, maybe. It was probably yesterday.
I think he already left her.
I think that he thought the baby was his, child. He probably thought the baby was his.
Could you imagine? Listen, you think the baby is yours, and then all of a sudden you find out the baby is Diddy's baby.
I'm saying. I don't care what y'all say.
You find out.
I'm staying. I find out. Listen, I'm a whole man, and I find out that my wife is pregnant. I'm thinking the whole time it's mine. I find out the birth certificate says Sean Combs on it. It's our baby. We need child support.
If I find out that my wife got pregnant by Diddy, I'm gonna say, why didn't you send my uterus over there also?
This our uterus now. It's our uterus.
Right. I am pro-life. Babies deserve chances.
Man, listen.
For real.
What said he stand too? Did he need help raising his baby?
For real. He do. He got all these kids already. He man.
Man, listen. All I'm saying is that if I was a man, my chick got pregnant, find out it's Sean Combs' baby, it's our baby.
We're gonna go see ours. We're gonna sit down and say, hey, what are we gonna do with this baby? How are we gonna raise it? Is it gonna be a Christian? Is it gonna be a Muslim? You know what I'm saying?
Or is it gonna be just living in love? Whatever it is.
Is he going to private school? Like what's going on? Okay.
So obviously, things have been going on in the streets. And Young Miami has obviously been hearing things that's been happening on the internet. Okay. This is also Carrice, y'all, who listen to Carrice Please podcast. She was told that she was the side bitch, as you know, this baby situation came to light. Right. And she went on a whole Twitter rant, and I really feel some type of way about her going on this Twitter rant because she just should not reply. Well, you know, so these are some of the replies. Okay. I'm nobody's side bitch. Let's just make this clear on this good Monday. I don't come second to no bitch.
That part.
And then she responds to academics, who claims to be a DJ and a podcaster and a blogger.
Did you say claims to be?
Academics. My name ain't Dick, so keep it out your mouth. You the type of nigga my uncle doing life sentences for, bitch ass nigga.
Okay, so a couple things to unpack.
And I just want you guys to know, who's reading this, I am a good, wholesome, spiritual woman. Okay.
I want to go back to you saying academics was claiming to be.
One of the other tweets that she said, it says, it's cool for a man to constantly harass me online that I don't know. He did the same shit when my car got shut up. And he laughed when I almost lost my life. Find somebody else to play with. Same thing. She talking about the DJ blogger. Then she says, it's just so many. But this is the thing. Young Miami, listen. The best thing I learned from Beyonce, which I don't always follow, but I do 80% of the time. Don't read the comments. Don't read the comments, girl. 80% of the time I do. I don't read the comments.
You do what Beyonce says 80% of the time.
I'm talking about not reading the comments.
Oh, okay. I like bad comments. That's my favorite part of the internet.
No, because eventually you reply, they reply, they try to say something worse to trigger you, and then it gets out of hand, and then you get pissed off, and then your whole day jacked up. I don't do that. I can't do that no more. I gotta listen to Beyonce's internet. You know, this is Beyonce's internet. Okay, I just follow what Beyonce says 80% of the times. And, 20% of the time, the trolls will get me. And that's that.
I'd be wanting to get trolled.
You will.
I don't be really caring.
Well,
people be talking, and I'd be like, damn, they sat and typed that for 15 minutes and putting commas, exclamation points and shit. And I'm like, wow. They really wrote an essay.
Well,
they so bothered.
And some of those you could be like, man. Some of those you could be like, man, these people crazy. Well, Young Miami did all of that responding, and then Diddy says that he wants Young Miami to know, and everyone else to know, that she is not a side chick. She is very important and special to me. He says, it says, never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shorty wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. But you just discussed it on the internet. This Beyonce's internet. Y'all better stop this.
So he didn't. So he's non-monogamous. Does that mean he doesn't have like a ranking system? Does he have like a stack system? Like, if you what are the KPIs?
He could. She may very well be the number one, or they might all be on equal playing field. She has also said that she's single. So she's not with him. He's not with her. They just, they have an understanding. I'm here. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the understanding when you're single.
I have no problem with an understanding. I have several understandings.
Tell us one before we go, because we only got like 5 minutes. What type of understandings do you have, sir? It's time to spill your tea.
I have understandings that well, I mean, I have understandings that hey, we don't go past this point. This is the boundary.
Wait, what's the boundary?
Some boundaries are physical, some boundaries are emotional, some
But you
boundaries
can keep
are
yourself from becoming emotionally attached to someone?
Mhm. Some boundaries are, and so by emotional boundaries, I mean like there are some things that, like if I'm a third, right? If I'm the third, then there are some things I can't do. Like I can't, on like special occasions, unless I'm like summoned or like a part of the gift, then that is not for me,
What do you
right?
mean?
So like
It's somebody's birthday? If someone's
so
birthday.
someone's birthday, if we're all celebrating the birthday together, then we're all celebrating the birthday together, right? But if the person who's in like, because I'm non monogamous in that like I don't want to be in a third for just one person, right?
Okay,
Like
so
I'll
you're in a
be
relation in a triad with both of them.
yeah, exactly. And so if they decide, hey, this is what we're gonna do for us, then that works for me too. So I can go do something else, in another relationship that I'm in. Does that make sense?
So you would rather be in an open triad. That's what that's called.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
But you still didn't spill no tea. You kind of went around the bush on that one. But
I'm just, I'm just,
drink, sip your wine, because you just left out a whole lot of information and just beat around the whole bush, child. You ain't answer no question.
I shared information that I could share.
Child, we need a whole show of us spilling our own tea.
We do.
Man.
We gotta listen. If whatever we talk about in the meeting, it needs to stay in the meeting.
Listen,
when they be whispering to each other when we go on a commercial break. That's
what we doing backstage.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, anything else we need to report on? Young Thug, he even got charged with some extra stuff, child.
They dragging this Young Thug thing. That's how I feel. I feel like they harassing him. I feel like they harass him like they harassing the baby.
Good night on the baby, child.
They be harassing the baby.
So obviously we know that Young Thug's been incarcerated since May. Okay, he's been awaiting trial. I guess it's supposed to start in January for alleged violations of Georgia's racketeering, influence and corruption of organizations, or RICO Act. So I think that I feel like I remember hearing something about him speeding. But he was charged with street racing, reckless driving, and speeding, where he allegedly drove 120 miles an hour on Interstate 85, and that happened in May. So as of 2 weeks ago, that case, it looks like they try to reduce it to like not wearing a seatbelt or something along those lines. So now, I don't know. I think that he's gonna have to go back for it. Long story short, he gonna be locked up. So y'all send him a letter,
please, because they dragging this. They need to leave that man.
You sending him a letter?
Huh?
You sending him a letter?
Absolutely not. I don't send letters to prison.
BMF star Demetrius Lil Meech was arrested this time for gun charges. Okay. Goodness gracious. Lil Meech just got famous off of BMF. Those of you who watch BMF, it was such a good series, okay? I thought he did a great job representing, I guess he was allegedly supposed to be playing the fictional character who was supposed to be his father in real life, who was locked up. He was arrested for grand theft after he allegedly stole $250,000 Richard Mille watch. And that happened like earlier this year. Now he out here with gun charges. Long story short, stay out of jail, child. Everybody, stay out of jail. Drive the speed limit. Put your seatbelt on. Don't start gangs. Don't show your booty hole on the internet. Don't shoot people at the feet.
Gangs are important.
Don't shoot people in the feet. What else? Make sure your side chick knows that they're not a side chick.
Absolutely.
And if you have a baby, name him Love. That sums it up.
That's the weekend review.
Sir, where can the people find you on social media?
IG, the Sir Armstrong. Facebook, Sir Armstrong. Follow me, like, share, subscribe, message.
Send nudes. You can follow me on every
Always.
single social media platform at eCarrice. That's ECARRICE. Don't forget to follow Hot 7025 FM on all social media platforms. Click share. Those of you who are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter, click share. Tell your friends about us. And we'll be back next week to spill some tea.
Will it be next week?
Before the year's over?
Before the year's over?
I think so. And it's going to be a last show before we take a break before January, y'all. Okay?
Aww.
So, Don't forget, tune in 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 Central, right here, hot7025fm.com.
See you next Tuesday.
See y'all next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.